Great news was finalized last week. We knew about it for quite some time, but they made it official. Iaquinta is coming back. He's keeping up the tradition of fighting every April. He's fighting in Brooklyn, April 7th. And in fact, of all the great fighters from New York, he's finally getting his New York fight. Most of them by now have had their New York fight. He's finally getting it April 7th in Brooklyn against Paul Felder, UFC 223. It's so exciting to have him back. Let's go to the Skype machine once again and say hello to our old friend, Raging Al. There he is, Al Iaquinta. So happy to see you, Al. How are you?
Doing good, Ariel. How's everything?
Congratulations. Can I say that? Welcome back. What do I say?
I don't know. What do you say? You tell me what you say. I don't know what you say.
Welcome back, Al. Congratulations. There's a lot to discuss here. But let's talk about this, okay? So this fight was proposed for December in Detroit, and then you withdrew from the fight. Why did you withdraw?
It just wasn't right. A whole bunch of everything going into it just wasn't right, and I did I wasn't as healthy as I should have been for the amount of money they were going to pay me for. I really have no interest in going to wherever they were going to have me fight. So I was just, all roads led to no. I was rushed into accepting a fight. And after thinking about it and consulting the people that I respect and, thinking about it was just not the right time.
Okay.
It wasn't right.
So then once you say thanks but no thanks, then what happens? Does the UFC come back to you and say, okay, let's figure something out? How do we make you happy? How do we get you back? How do we end up on April 7th?
Oh, I don't even know what happened. I just went back to my regular life. And kind of just didn't think anything of it. Dave Martin advisory group was with me the whole time, and I think he was putting out feelers with the matchmakers and kind of trying to get a fight together, and we were close, but it just came down to one day. I saw an article on Twitter or something where it said Paul Felder did an interview. I've got until the end of the month to make this fight happen, or he was going to take another fight or something like that. So I called Sean Shelby and I was just like, I texted him. I said, can you give me a call when you get a chance? And he gave me a call. And I just basically laid it all out there again for like the 10th time. We had the same conversation basically again. And this time, he said, well, what is a number that will get you to fight? What do you want? And I told him what I wanted. And he said he's going to talk to who he's got to talk to and give me a call back. And I ended up getting a contract.
Wow. So they gave you what you wanted, or did they meet you in the middle or something, or did you get exactly what you wanted?
No, they gave me they gave me exactly what I asked for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
I'm kind of surprised on one hand, and on the other hand, I'm, I know what it's worth. I know what I'm worth. I know what, I know that Paul Felder, I'm a fight that Paul Felder wants. I know he thinks this is a good fight for him for whatever reason. And I know he's kind of like their guy, and I know he was asking them, he wants the fight. They want to give him what he wants, he's like their little whatever. So they want to make him happy. So they in turn made me happy, which I'm always happy, man. I'm living on the South Shore. I'm living on the South Shore of Long Island, Ariel. I got great people around me. I'm always happy, but they gave me just enough for me to not give a shit. When I go in there and fight, I'm not going to be holding back anything.
Wow.
I've been paid enough to where, and then I'm scary when I'm in that state of mind. There's a problem, So they gave me just enough to where I get in there. I don't give a shit. I'm not tapping out to a choke like these guys. They're getting paid a lot of money. I'm going for it, And that's why I told Sean Shelby, I said, dude, you got, I laid it out there. He understood. It's like everyone in the UFC, they all know. They know, you know. But it's like they just have they have people to answer to, and they can't, you know, they have to go by their protocol, and I get it, you know.
So they ripped up your old contract. You signed the new contract, correct?
They ripped up my old contract. They gave me a new contract for the last fight, and then they ripped that one up, and then they gave me a new contract for this fight.
How many fights is the new contract?
I won.
One. We're going one fight deals? That's the dream right there.
Fight deal in my mind. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about one fight. In their mind, it's a one fight deal. In my mind, it's a one fight deal. You know?
Could I ask you what you asked for and what you got?
I asked for 80 to show and 50 to win.
And you got it.
I'm not even worried about. I said $80,000. I'll go in there and I'll fight Paul Felder, and I don't give a shit what happens. I'm just gonna. I never think about, like, when I fought Diego Sanchez, it was 20. What was it? 20. It's insane to even say 23,000, 26,000, something like that. But that's all that was the number in my head. I'm getting paid 26 to fight, and anything else is extra, you know, because you can't. The judges, you can't. There's nothing guaranteed. This is like show and win money is just insane that they even do that. That's you know, that's because you're putting your win bonus money in judges' hands. Like, I don't know. So I said 80,000, and then, you know, give me my bonus. You know, if I win, I finally get a bonus. That's 50,000, because they ain't gonna give me a bonus. I don't think anyway. But, so that's how I came to the number.
Oh, wow.
And that's why we're at where we're at. I'm getting paid $80,000 to win. If I win, to fight. If I win, I get my bonus finally, and that's it. And then if somehow, I don't know, they give me a bonus, I get really, you know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
I was wondering where the 50 came from. Like, usually it's 80 and 80, you know, 60 and 60, 100 and 100. 80 and 50 is a unique number there, and so the 50 is symbolic. It's the bonus you've never been able to get.
I don't know. That's not what I don't think I was really even thinking that at the time. I just kind of threw out a win number, but yeah, I guess let's go with that.
And how'd you come up with 80? Like, so that's essentially 4 times, right? What you were making to show. Why did you feel like that was the number?
Well, it's kind of like I see what everyone's getting paid, you know, and I see it's kind of like, you know, you see what people are getting paid. You see it's like real estate. You see what the houses are worth, and you see where the market's at right now. And although the market with the UFC is not where it should be, you know, I think the fighters are in a little bit of a slump, and we've always been there. But where the market's at right now, $80,000 is pretty reasonable. Now we got to still work on the market. We gotta, you know, I think everyone should be getting paid like at least 3 times what they're getting paid. For guys fighting for a title, not getting $1 million right off the bat is just insane. It's just, I felt that's what I felt like that was a number that it was pushing the boundaries of what they would agree to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, talking too much about this contract nonsense, Ariel. We got to talk about Paul Felder.
Okay. I'm fascinated by the business side of things, and you're an open book. I'm sorry.
Contracts in the past. We made it happen. We got it done. I stuck to my guns. I want to thank all the intelligent fans that know what's going on, and they had my back. They knew that I'm not bitching, I'm not whining, I'm telling it how it is. You know, I stuck to my guns. All the fighters that were like, "Oh, he's a little whiny," guess what? You're a little bitch because you don't know what you're worth. You take what's given to you. I told you I'm the man. I do what I know. I know what I'm doing. I've been in this sport. I've watched. I studied this sport since I was a little kid. I might not know much about much, but I know about this sport. And I held out. I know I'm worth way more than I did, but I got somewhere near. You know, could you imagine I'm fighting Paul Felder for on my old contract? Bullshit. Fuck that. Are you nuts? No way. No way. And you got these guys making, like I told Sean Shelby, Kevin Lee, like you're gonna pay Kevin Lee to fight in a interim title fight. The guy's like inventing his own language, like yo this, yo like, but he leaves out word, like he taps it. You're getting paid that much money, you're gonna tap out to a choke. What happened to freaking like go like what? He talks all tough, and then he gets in a little bit of adversity, and he taps. Is this what this? That's what I said to him. I said, "Is that what you want to promote? You want to promote guys that like he called me the N word, that's what you want to promote? You want that to be your guy? He's like, yo, Iaquinta, and this. I want to say it, but I don't want to offend people because it offended me for you to say that. Like that's the guy you want to promote. He calls white people the N word, and then taps out to a choke. I said you if you don't want to pay me, I don't care. I'll freaking do something else. This is not, I'm very passionate about this sport. I'm very passionate about like the people that I looked up to growing up, the people that had an impact on my fighting style, and I would never want to be that guy that like taps out to it. I could get it if you're getting paid, like I got paid whatever I got paid to fight when I got choked out. I should have just tapped out and like called it a day. Like I'm out. You're not paying me enough to fight this. You know what? These guys don't even know what it's like to be in a deep choke when you're out of breath and you're fighting for your life, and you do everything you can to fight out of it. They don't know what it takes, and they're gonna tell me what I'm worth, So, am I bitching or am I saying it how it is? I'm putting it out there and telling it how it is. I'm going to go in there and fight now. You paid me enough to go in there and fight. I'm going to fight.
How's the knee?
Good, man. I signed that contract and everything healed up.
Yes. You mentioned Paul Felder. You feel like he's their golden boy? You feel like, they want him to win this fight? You feel, well, how do you feel? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. He's their announcer, He's kind of like, I watched one of his fights, and after the fight, he won the fight, and he was like, "Oh, Dana White, I wish you were here." I guess he wasn't in the crowd, And he looked into the camera, and he goes, "Oh, Dana White, I wish you were here." Not like what? Like why? Why do you care if he's there? Like, what is that going to do? You want to impress that guy? Like, he's lost touch with the fans. He's lost touch with. I don't know if he ever had touch with the fighters. He's like. He's worried about people he's talking shit on Instagram to people. He can't even pick up the phone and call his fighters up. He's like, that's the guy you want to impress. No, you're a kiss ass, bro. No, I wish you were here. I don't know, and I don't know. I shouldn't, because it's a tough fight. I watched his fights and he's skilled, man. That's why I didn't take the fight the last time. I need to be paid. I need to train right. And I need to put it on this guy. And I have every capability of making this fight look great. I think I really do. He's been in there with some tough guys. He's had some good fights, but I think he's a great, he's a Thai boxer. He's very basic, but then he's got his spinning techniques, which he can't help himself. He's going to do at least 2 of them in the fight, So he's very basic with his stance. He's got good defense. His hands are up. He's hard to hit. His head movement's decent. He's got strong legs. He's got powerful kicks, and then he throws in his crazy spins every now and then. So he's got, I think me and Ray watched the fight. We pretty much broke him down the first time, we watched this fight, and I think it's a really good fight. I think it's a really good fight for me to showcase my skills, and I've been training hard, feeling as good as I've ever felt. I've trained more for this fight than I've trained for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to this.
I mentioned at the top, you're like the last New York guy to get the fight in New York. What does this mean to you to fight? I know it's not MSG. I know it's not the Coliseum, but it's pretty darn close. It's Brooklyn. Was that extra motivation? The date, the location?
Yeah. That was. At first I was kind of like, I don't even know if I want to fight in New York, because it's a lot of extra. Like, I think people are going to be like everything, like tickets. Everyone's gonna be like all over. It's a little bit more, but I do thrive in like when I'm in the when I'm
Texting you. Someone texting you? You got a deal? House closing?
what up, dog? Yeah.
Is it Michael Chandler? No.
Michael Chandler. I'm trying to get Michael Chandler. I want to get some training in with him for this fight. What were we talking about?
Fighting in New York, and if that was extra motivation.
Yeah, so at first, I really, I didn't really. It's like, but when I do fight, like I thrive. I like, when I fight on like the undercard, and there's like no one there, and then like I was like, whatever. It was like not. But when if I'm fighting in New York and there's people, my friends and my family are there, and the place is packed, and I walk out and that's what I'm all about. I like that, So once I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah. And then on top of it, I don't have to worry about traveling. I like traveling if it's like a cool place or whatever, but I don't have to worry about like flying people out and this and that. So I love Brooklyn. I'm going to hop on the train. I'm going to go weigh in. I'm going to come home. I'm going to sleep in my own bed. And, it's just going to be like another day. It's like it's going to be like I go out one night in Brooklyn and I get in a street fight. It's like, it's going to be just,
yeah,
nothing, like not except a bunch of people watching, rooting me on. It's going to be fun.
A good card for you to be on because the lightweight division is in focus. It's the main event, Khabib versus Ferguson. We don't know exactly what they're fighting for. What do you make of this whole situation with the press conference, real belt, interim belt, not stripping Conor? I'd love to get your take on this.
It's business as usual with what's been going on lately. See, it's kind of like, it's more like I don't know. It's just like a show, man. It doesn't really mean people. Someone asked me the other day, like, does the belt mean? Are you still like, you still want to fight for the championship? Like, are you still like that? Like, and I want to fight. I want to be like the best in the world, but I don't think the UFC belt really means what it meant. Like, there's interim titles. There's this and that. There's guys like jumping weight class. Whatever. It's honestly the two best guys in the weight class are fighting for the championship. Whether it's for the real championship or not, it's the two best guys fighting for the belt. So whoever wins it is the champion or the not champion. I can guarantee you Conor is not coming back to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. Guaranteed. That guy is going to run. He's got – and I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. You'd have to pay me right now you'd have to pay me $2 million to fight, $1 million to fight Khabib. I don't want to fight that fucking guy. You see what happened to Barbosa? What are you, nuts? You want to fight fucking Khabib Nurmagomedov? You got to freaking, you got to pay me to fight that guy. And if you pay me, I'll go in there and freaking fight him. But Barbosa got paid 70, whatever he got paid. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's not. It's silly. You're nuts. That's like I don't know.
That being said, I feel like you're pretty close. I feel like a win over Felder, and based on what your last few fights, have the way they've gone down. I mean, I feel like you're pretty darn close to being in that discussion. I mean, Kevin Lee, a guy you beat, just fought for the interim belt, right? Do you agree?
Kevin Lee fought for the interim belt. I don't know. Kevin Lee fought for the interim belt. That was going to be the interim champ. Like, he'd be, yeah. I'm done.
I feel like I just ruined the mood. That was a buzzkill.
I don't know. Like, that's he got it. Like, he got that because of what? Like, I don't know. His new little persona. He his language. Like, every now and then one of his things will come up on Twitter, and it's like, put your money where your mouth is. Your money where your mouth is. I'm like not even a smart guy, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy is trying to be ignorant. You know what I mean? Like his MO, his like whole thing is now like that's not who he is. That's not who he is. He's like He's like a smart kid. He's not like a gangster, like mama, yo, this, like, no. And then you tap out. You're not tough. You're a little girl. Like, what do you, like, a little bit of resistance, and he just he's a sissy. He's a little crumble, little girl. Like, the guy he was fighting a great fight. From what I remember, it was a good fight. And then you get in a triangle, you don't even defend it, and you tap out. Like, I have no respect for that. And I don't know. He's just one guy that there's a million guys that I beat in my life, and I always root for them. Or the guys that beat me, I root for them. He's the one guy that I just can't, like, root for. I don't know. I root, like, Kevin Lee. Yo, mama, like, yo, it's your, not yo, mom. Yo, mom. He goes, yo, money where your mouth is. No, it's your money where your mouth is. You tap out to a choke, and, like, you were winning the whole fight. I don't know. You know? Kevin Lee fought for an interim title. That's who the UFC's banking on. Kevin Lee. With his outfits. Pootie Tang. They got Pootie Tang on an interim title. What are you fucking kidding me? It's a joke. It's a joke. I laugh. All
right. Last thing for you, Al. Does this mean that the real estate stuff is being put on the back burner? Or are you still thriving? You're still going strong with that, even though you're coming back?
Oh no, we're selling houses, man. I got listings. We're rocking and rolling, man. It's okay. We're doing good. I've learned a lot. That's going to be something that's going to be around forever. So and I think that's the reason I got this contract, because they knew that I don't give a shit. I'll fucking leave in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? That's my biggest negotiating power is I don't give a shit. I'll never fight again. They need me more than I need them. Trust me, they do, because they got nobody. They got Kevin Lee. Like, are you kidding me? I'm out. Goodbye. I'm freaking knocking people out. What does he do? Decisioning people. Has he beat? Like, what does he do? I don't know. You know, this is the fight. Me and Felder. We have. I think I have 5 fights, 4 knockouts. He's knocked his last 3 guys out. That's 8 knockouts. Neither of us has been knocked out. This is the fight right here. So all these other guys, these guys, they talk a lot, nothing, bullshit. Fucking Paul Felder is a tough motherfucker, and I'm a tough motherfucker, and I know what I'm worth. And now they give me what I got to go in there and fight this guy. This guy is a tough guy. Philadelphia, it's an East Coast fight. Like, this is what it's all about, man. This is fighting right here. This is UFC. This is back when back when people fucking fought. When you don't have people coming from Dana White's little reality show looking like all cute and stuff and getting paid a lot of money to tap out to chokes. No, this is fucking neither of us have been knocked out, right? And we knock people out. So I'm going after this motherfucker. And and the whole UFC, a lot of them want me to win. I know they do, because trust me, I know. But Dana wants him to win. That's his guy, That's his. They want him behind the mic, looking good. And I think it's a great fight for me. I think I put in the work. Like, none of these guys have worked as hard as me. They haven't. I freaking drove to Gleason. You want to hear like Kevin Lee? You want to act like a gangster, bro? A white kid used to drive to Gleason's gym in Brooklyn by myself. I used to walk in there and freaking box the toughest kids in the world. Like, Kevin Lee, he's nothing. He's not like you. Not nothing. No way. I know what I'm worth to this company, I'm the man. I'm the guy. And I'm training my ass off. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to put on a show in Brooklyn. And I'm going to do it. This is what it's all, I told you I had a plan, Ariel. I told you I had a plan. And now it's all falling into place. I just got to get my job done right now. This is the point where I got to prove what I'm worth to everybody. I know what I'm worth, and let's go. Let's fucking go.
Holy smokes. Welcome back, Iaquinta. That was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. The UFC should take that clip and use it to promote the fight. That was incredible. When you were in studio for episode 400, I felt like you were a little subdued. There was a lot going on. You are back. And I'll say it once again, as I said at the top, welcome back, my man. Welcome freaking back. That was great. It's good to have you back, Al.
I was very I wasn't bad. I was in the not in a. I'm no. I was not in a fighting. I
Yeah.
wasn't in the fight mood.
This is Raging Al. This is the Al we love.
So about 2 weeks ago, when I first signed the fight, I was in like the same mood. I was like, man, I don't even feel like I'm up for this thing. Then I watched a couple of his fights, and that got me. I was like, ooh, spinning shit. I was like, ooh, leg kicks. He's gonna be going for my legs. I know he's gonna freaking, and I'm gonna have an answer for everything he throws at me. You know what I mean? I know he's gonna be going. I know his game plan. He's gotten a little bit better every fight. He's gotten he's got some new tricks. He's feeling more comfortable and doing things. But I know his game plan. He's very Thai boxing. He's very straightforward. He gets hit and he gets tough. He gets frustrated very easily, especially if you're matching him with the cardio. I think, match him with the cardio, get him frustrated. He's gonna self-destruct. I'm so excited. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good one. And you know what? The other thing is that I love. You know what I love? I keep going on and on, but I love when he says it's going to be when they announce a fight and they go, it's going to be fight of the night. It's going to be fight of the night. Fucking great. I hope you think that, because I'm going in there to make it very easy and very simple. I want to go in there. I want to leave with no one even saying a word. I want to make it look, I want to make it look easy. I don't want a bonus, because because I know how they look at the bonuses. Dana White, he loves like raw, crazy, like, slugfest war, no technique, guys getting tired and in the third round. Like, you're not going to see me get tired in the third round and just like raw, crazy. No, I'm put it the way it's to be put. You know what I mean? It's not going to look like what they want it to look like for me to get a bonus. So I'm glad with not getting a bonus. I'd rather not, because if you're getting a bonus, it means you got your ass kicked or you made it look hard, you made it look difficult. I want to make it look easy. You get fight of the night. Take it. Take fight of the night all day. I will make it look easy and quick knockout, quick submission. That's what I'm looking to do.
Tremendous stuff. Thank you so much, Al. Welcome back. Congratulations on the new deal. It's so good to have you. You're the man. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck in training. Boom. There he goes. Raging Al. It's good to have you back.